Riley Keough, the granddaughter of Elvis Presley, gives fans a unique look inside the enigmatic upper chambers of Graceland, the King's Retreat. Infinite interest has been piqued by these chambers, which have been hidden for decades. But Riley is prepared to reveal what transpired inside. As Riley transports you to the center of rock and roll history, be ready to discover untold tales and hidden gems from Elvis Presley's most private sanctuary. Background on Graceland. More than simply an upscale residence, Graceland represents the significance of Elvis Presley as a person and a turning point in the history of rock and roll. Fans from all over the globe now visit this enormous home, which is located on around 13.8 acres at 3764 Elvis Presley Boulevard in Memphis, Tennessee, to pay their respects. Millions of people have visited Graceland since it opened as a museum in 1982, paying tribute to the King of Rock and Roll and discovering a portion of his well-known life. The history of Graceland began in 1939 when a merchant from Memphis called S.E. Tuff constructed it. The home was a dignified and classic appearance since it was built in the colonial revival style while incorporating traditional Georgian and Greek revival elements. At first, it was only a modest 10-room home on a 500 acres of land. However, because of Elvis Presley's enhancements and personal touches, it represented his grandeur. A great deal. In 1957, Elvis purchased Graceland for about $12,500, an excellent price for such a big home. The property was far from the opulent setting it would become before he made it his home. Although the area was serene and lovely, it lacked the ostentatious features Elvis would later add. He first liked the house, but as he adapted to his needs, he developed a strong affection for it. Graceland was more than simply a home to Elvis Presley, it was his sanctuary. He made several adjustments throughout the years to fit his preferences and way of life. The Jungle Room, constructed in the late 1960s, was one of the most prominent additions. Elvis's appreciation of unusual and exotic decor was displayed in this area, including bright green carpeting and furnishings with Polynesian influences. It became one of Graceland's most recognizable features. Apart from the Jungle Room, Elvis altered and enlarged other areas of the home, transforming it into a personal haven and showcasing his extravagant personality. Similarly, magnificent grounds surround Graceland. Elvis and a number of his family members are buried among the ground's exquisitely designed gardens, racquetball court, and meditation area. The King's private and public life. The serene meditation space serves as a poignant reflection of the King's personal and public lives. There, fans of Elvis may pay their respects and get a sense of familiarity. Following Elvis Presley's death in 1977, Graceland inevitably became a museum. The estate was decided to be available to the public to preserve Elvis's memory. The estate has now been painstakingly restored, providing visitors with a window into the life of one of the greatest artists in history. Many of Elvis's belongings, including his clothes, honors, and pictures, are kept at the museum. Thanks to these antiques, fans may go back in time and experience some of Elvis Presley's life. Graceland is more than simply a home, it's a monument to Elvis Presley's enduring influence on popular culture and music, and a cultural landmark. History of Graceland. Elvis Presley's life and career are intricately linked to Graceland's past. The home was constructed in 1939 by S.E. Tuff, a businessman from Memphis. It has a classic and timeless aspect due to its colonial revival architecture and exquisite architectural elements. Graceland was a small but attractive home on a sizable parcel of land when Elvis first viewed it. Although the land was stunning, it had not yet been converted into the opulent residence that Elvis would eventually possess. Elvis paid $12,500 for Graceland in 1957. He saw right once that it might serve as a haven where he could hide from the spotlight. The home was on a 500-acre tract and had 11 rooms at the time. Elvis made significant modifications and changes to the property throughout the years, transforming it into a representation of his personality and sense of style. The Jungle Room, renowned for its exotic furnishings and vivid green carpeting, is among the most famous spaces he designed. One of Graceland's most well-known features, this room perfectly captured Elvis Presley's love of striking and unusual decor. Hub of activities. Graceland was a bustling activity center throughout Elvis Presley's lifetime, not merely a place to call home. It served as a venue for family and friends to come together and celebrate life. Elvis often hosted parties at home, giving his loved ones a peek into his opulent way of life. His modifications to Graceland demonstrated his extravagant lifestyle and his wish to establish a private sanctuary free from the pressures of celebrity. Fans of Elvis were compelled to visit Graceland after he died in 1977. The estate was made public in 1982 so people might experience and learn about Elvis Presley's life and career. The mansion's meticulous upkeep made it a living museum that provides insight into Elvis Presley's private life. Graceland is still regarded as a cultural icon and evidence of Elvis Presley's lasting influence. Travelers from all over the globe come to pay tribute to the King of Rock and Roll and see the estate's collection of memorabilia, which includes his famous outfits, honors, and personal belongings. Graceland preserves Elvis Presley's legacy for future generations by serving as a museum and a representation of his enormous influence on music and culture. The Elvis Presley estate continues to serve as a reminder of his enduring influence and how he revolutionized the entertainment and music industries. Significance of the upstairs rooms. The rooms on the second level occupy a unique and significant role in Graceland's history. The upstairs is still a private space, only available to family and close friends, even though most of Graceland is accessible to the general public. Because of its exclusivity, the upstairs is even more alluring and engaging, drawing fans and tourists. There are several bedrooms and private areas on Graceland's second level. The master bedroom, where Elvis and his family spent a lot of time, is especially notable. The master room exhibits Elvis Presley's unique style, reflecting his private life preferences. It's clear from the layout and decor of these homes that Elvis considered Graceland as a haven. Off-limits. The seclusion of the upper rooms is among their most striking features. The upstairs of Graceland is still off-limits, preserving the privacy of Elvis Presley's personal space, even though it's now a public museum. By emphasizing the difference between Elvis Presley's private and public lives, the separation of public and private areas improves visitors' experiences. The private areas of Elvis Presley's life that were kept secret from the public are symbolized by the rooms upstairs. Elvis Presley's granddaughter, Riley Keough, revealed further information regarding these chambers. Her disclosures provide a better knowledge of Elvis Presley's personal life and illuminate the intimate elements of these areas. The significance of the upper rooms is increased by these tales, which provide a deeper understanding of Graceland's past. The dual nature of Elvis Presley's existence is also represented by the rooms upstairs. While the private portions of Graceland provide an insight into his habits and gentler times, the public areas highlight the professional accomplishments and extravagant demeanor. This contrast draws attention to Elvis Presley's public victories and personal hardships. In summary, Graceland's upper rooms continue to captivate fans and are essential to the estate's history. They provide a distinctive and intimate look at the King of Rock and Roll by exposing a side of him that is seldom seen. A brief biography. Elvis Presley's granddaughter, Riley Keough, has achieved considerable success in the entertainment business. She was born Danielle Riley Keough in Santa Monica, California, on May 29, 1989. Her life and career have been greatly influenced by her family's strong musical and cinematic traditions. Riley is the daughter of musician Danny Keough and well-known singer-songwriter Lisa Marie Presley. Her mother's strong bond with her father, Elvis Presley, is evident in her work, which includes albums like Storm and Grace, and To Whom It May Concern. Danny, Riley's father, was also well known in the music business since he worked with Lisa Marie while they were married. Riley was exposed to the glitz and glitter of show business at a young age while growing up in Los Angeles. Her parents tried to provide Riley with a regular life despite their notoriety. She flourished academically and artistically at the esteemed Harvard Westlake School, which aided in developing her creative inclinations. Riley's early life. Riley had difficulties in her early years. Her childhood was made more complicated by the public scrutiny of her parents' relationship and subsequent divorce. She was nonetheless inspired to follow her ambitions and find her individuality by her family's support. Riley entered the entertainment industry as a youngster when she started modeling. Her acting career began due to this encounter, and she has since made a name for herself as a gifted actor in both television and movies. As a model, Riley Keough starred in several well-known ads that helped her become well-known and opened doors for her acting career. Riley became an actor because she loved and was good at it, not merely because her family told her to. Riley Keough transitioned from modeling to a more significant part in the entertainment business in the early 2010s as her acting career took form. She gained recognition from both reviewers and viewers for her debut film appearance as Marie Curie in The Runaways in 2010. Riley showcased her ability and laid the groundwork for future opportunities in the movie, which followed the growth and demise of the well-known all-girl rock group. The Runaways. After The Runaways, Riley proceeded to advance her career by landing a variety of parts in both indie and big-budget motion pictures. Her reputation in Hollywood was further enhanced by her performance as a sensual dancer in Magic Mike in 2012. The film, directed by Steven Soderbergh, showcased Riley's range as an actor and did well at the box office. Her performance in Mad Max: Fury Road in 2015 was one of Riley's most important roles. Riley received recognition for the nuanced portrayal of Immortan Joe's wife, Capable. The film's critical and commercial success cemented her reputation as a talented actress who can handle complex parts. Riley's performance in The Girlfriend Experience in 2016 significantly impacted television. Riley played Christine Reed, a law student who works as an escort in the 2009 film of the same name. Her subtle performance in the series, which explored identity, power, and human growth, was much praised. Riley Keough's public image. Riley Keough's public persona combines honesty and refinement. Even though her family background has received much attention, she's put much effort into developing her profession independently. Her selection of parts highlights her adaptability and love of acting by demonstrating her eagerness to work with others on various projects and explore different subjects. Riley is renowned for her charitable endeavors and career achievements. Her philanthropic efforts have brought attention to environmental and mental health concerns. Her dedication to these causes reflects her morals and desire to utilize her notoriety for good. Riley Keough's job success is evidence of her skill and commitment. From being raised in a well-known family to starting a successful acting career, she's handled celebrity demands gracefully and with tenacity. Her many jobs and public persona demonstrate her capacity to uphold her family's heritage while forging her way into the entertainment business. Revelations about Graceland's upstairs. Elvis Presley's granddaughter, Riley Keough, has revealed extraordinary details about the upper floors of Graceland, the famous house where her grandpa resided. These revelations provide a fresh viewpoint on her relationship with the mansion and the ongoing enigma surrounding one of the most well-known residences in human history. For Riley, Graceland has significant emotional and personal meaning and is more than simply the home of Elvis Presley. She often went to Graceland as a child for family get-togethers, celebrations, and quiet times of introspection. She could connect with her family history and better understand her grandfather's revolutionary influence on the globe via these excursions, which went beyond simple leisure. The personal lens. Riley offers viewers a unique perspective on Elvis Presley's personal and private aspects of life by offering her thoughts on Graceland's upstairs. Her observations provide a significant means of honoring the King of Rock and Roll's legacy while bridging the past and present. Riley Keough has revealed a poignant recollection of Graceland's upper chambers, renowned for being off-limits to the general public. Riley treated these intimate areas as a youngster with curiosity and consideration. Rich in history and design from the 1970s, these rooms reflected her family's narrative and were much more than simply places to live. Riley remembers how Elvis's unique taste was reflected in the design of the second-floor quarters, which combined luxury and quirkiness. The opulence of the rooms, from the luxurious rugs to the elaborate furnishings, stood in stark contrast to the more modest sections of the home. Elvis's personality and desire to create an opulent and intimate atmosphere were reflected in this extravagance, which went beyond simple decoration. The timeless decor. Riley recognized the decor's ageless appeal as she went upstairs. A look into the past was provided by silk draperies and antique furnishings that had been maintained. She felt a strong connection with her grandpa in these chambers, which were more than historical artifacts. Elvis's covert study is one space that Riley remembers well. Elvis's haven, where he could hide from the spotlight, was crammed with books, personal belongings, and treasured souvenirs. Riley recalls sitting in this chamber, silently, taking in the ambiance and feeling strongly connected to the artist whose music had impacted millions of people. For Riley, these intimate interactions were significant, in addition to being a part of a well-known estate. Graceland's upper rooms served as a crucial connection to her family's past and a means of honoring her grandfather's heritage. Riley cherished the complex tapestry of memories that these places created by fusing private and public events. Riley Keough's discoveries. Recent disclosures by Riley Keough on the top levels of Graceland have provided fresh insight into previously unknown areas of the building. In addition to enhancing our knowledge of Elvis Presley's life, these revelations provide first-hand accounts that reveal the King of Rock and Roll's human side. Hidden drawers and chambers in the upper rooms are among the most fascinating. Riley admitted that Elvis kept valuable papers and personal belongings in these hidden areas. These spaces, carefully hidden beneath cabinets and panels, contained unpublished writings, letters, and photos. Riley pointed out that these artifacts provide a unique window into Elvis Presley's deepest feelings and thoughts, providing a more complete picture of his life away from the limelight. The letters offer a more personal side of Elvis, including his thoughts on his career and his connections with his family. Jungle Room. The renowned Jungle Room, which has long captivated fans and historians, is the subject of another surprise. Riley offered new perspectives on how it was made, stating that Elvis's passion for exotic themes and his aim to create a space that was both serene and eye-catching served as inspiration for the decor. Elvis could relax and spend time with close friends in the Jungle Room because of its opulent furniture and distinctive atmosphere. Riley said intimate family festivities and get-togethers were held in the upper rooms. The music and laughing filled these areas, creating a cozy and personal ambiance. Despite celebrity demands, her anecdotes show how much Elvis valued these private times with his loved ones. A closer look at Elvis Presley. A unique window into Elvis Presley's personal life is provided by Riley Keough's disclosures about the upper spaces of Graceland. These specifics offer a more complex picture of the man behind the music by illuminating a cultural icon's personal preferences, connections, and character. For followers and admirers, Riley's observations have had a significant influence, strengthening their bond with Elvis's legacy. She's maintained her grandfather's legacy and the warmth, inventiveness, and humanism that characterized him by providing insight into Graceland's private areas. Historical importance. The human aspect of Elvis Presley's life and the significance of Graceland in history have been better understood thanks to Riley Keough. Fans of the King of Rock and Roll now have a new avenue to interact with his legacy because of her disclosures. Riley has turned Graceland into a live account of Elvis Presley's life, complete with personal history and emotional resonance, by providing detailed descriptions of hidden chambers, secret rooms, and personal treasures. Additionally, Riley's remarks have reignited interest in Graceland's preservation as a historical and cultural monument. These findings highlight how important it is to preserve the estate and make sure that future generations may enjoy its unique ambiance. Her observations highlight how crucial it is to protect Graceland's private and public spaces, which are historically and emotionally valuable. Balancing fame and privacy. Riley's observations support continuing discussions on balancing private and public lives. By revealing Graceland's hidden sides and sharing her experiences, she exemplifies the problematic balance between privacy and celebrity. Her tales serve as a reminder of the need to preserve personal history despite growing public interest. The upper chambers of Graceland provide an intriguing window into Elvis Presley's personal life. Riley's stories give fans a close-up view of the man behind the music by illuminating areas few have seen. Every room on the second level of Graceland has a distinct narrative to tell, including details on Elvis Presley's character, preferences, and personal life. The Master Bedroom. Elvis's riches and need for luxury are well embodied in the main bedroom. Its focal point is a large bed with an opulent silk headboard, surrounded by sophisticated antique furnishings. The room's beauty is enhanced with ornate wallpaper, creating a big mood. Riley claims that this area served as both a haven and a place for Elvis to enjoy peace away from celebrity demands. A walk-in closet next to the bedroom has Elvis Presley's vast collection, which reflects his meticulous attention to fashion and appearance. The Jungle Room. The Jungle Room, one of Graceland's most recognizable areas, is well known for its striking tropical design. Elvis's interest in exotic themes is reflected in the room's distinctive furniture, elaborately carved wooden paneling, and green shag carpeting. Riley characterizes it as a bustling location for informal get-togethers and family gatherings. The room's unique design and lively spirit show Elvis's humorous side and passion for creating unforgettable environments. The Meditation Room. The Meditation Room is a simple haven for peaceful contemplation and rest, a far cry from the lavishness of other rooms. The focal point is a modest, cushioned platform encircled by serene hues and straightforward furniture. Riley reveals that Elvis often turned to this place for comfort, indicating his interest in spirituality and self-reflection. The Study. Elvis's research demonstrates his intelligence and professionalism. Dark wood-paneled walls, a majestic oak desk, and a cozy leather chair define this room. His interest and passion for learning are reflected in the shelves stocked with books. Riley observes that Elvis demonstrated his commitment to his job and artistic endeavors by using the study to oversee corporate matters and concentrate on personal projects. Preserving the legacy. The attempts to keep Graceland a historical treasure have been rekindled by Riley's descriptions of these secret areas. The events and objects that make the estate so important are vividly brought to life by her through descriptions. In addition to being a place of residence, Graceland is a reflection of Elvis Presley's complex personality, combining opulence, inventiveness, and reflection. By offering these personal glances, Riley has enhanced our understanding of Elvis Presley as a cultural icon and a guy with nuanced personal aspects. Her efforts guarantee that Graceland will continue to be a live, breathing example of his legacy for many decades. The furnishings and design of the upper rooms of Graceland provide a unique window into the tastes and character of Elvis Presley. The master bedroom's luxurious materials, such as silk and old wood, give it a sophisticated but cozy feel. Elvis's love of elegance and leisure is evident in this room's harmonious combination of comfort and luxury. Bold personal style. Elvis Presley's inventiveness and daring personal style are emphasized by the Jungle Room's colorful and whimsical decor, which includes shag carpeting and distinctive furnishings. Meanwhile, the Meditation Room's understated style and calming hues show his quest for tranquility and introspection. With its timeless and functional design, the study highlights his commitment to organization and hard work, demonstrating his methodical approach to his professional and personal pursuits. Elvis Presley's complexity is better understood because of Riley Keough's insights into these personal spheres. We may learn more about the guy behind the music and get behind the King of Rock and Roll's public persona by looking at the personal touches he made to his house. A living legacy. Elvis Presley's famous Memphis residence, Graceland, is still a potent representation of his enormous cultural and musical impact. The estate has been a historical monument and cultural landmark since Elvis Presley died in 1977, enthralling fans and academics. Careful work must be done to maintain Graceland's historical authenticity and cultural relevance. These initiatives highlight the estate's significance as a turning point in the history of American music. Graceland's preservation is a complex process that guarantees the property will continue to be an active part of Elvis Presley's legacy. Ongoing maintenance and restoration. Routine examinations and repairs preserve the estate's structural and visual integrity. Former architectural elements, such as recognizable white columns, elaborate woodwork, and old wallpaper patterns, are meticulously restored to their former state. Certain rooms, such as the master bedroom and jungle room, receive extra care to maintain their historical authenticity. Furniture and decor restoration. Experts in vintage items and antiques are responsible for restoring Graceland's original furnishings and decor. To preserve the historical significance of features like the carved wooden panels in the jungle room and the sumptuous furniture in the master bedroom, this project honors the estate's original layout and materials. The Graceland Archives, established in the early 1980s, includes a vast collection of Elvis Presley's things, such as apparel, musical equipment, and memorabilia. Every object is carefully categorized and kept in climate-controlled spaces to guarantee its preservation. Educational outreach and cultural impact. For Graceland's heritage to be preserved, education is essential. Through guided estate tours, visitors are immersed in Elvis Presley's life, career, and home history. These excursions highlight the estate's distinctive qualities and relationship to Elvis Presley's personal and professional life. Visitors are further engaged by unique displays and events honoring Elvis Presley's music, style, and impact, which raise money for further preservation initiatives. These initiatives promote a greater understanding of Elvis Presley's influence on music and culture while ensuring that Graceland remains a vibrant and vital cultural icon. Graceland's impact goes beyond its status as the home of Elvis Presley. Fans from around the globe congregate at the estate to commemorate the King's legacy and represent the rock and roll era. Graceland is a cultural symbol that personifies Elvis Presley's charm, inventiveness, and revolutionary contributions to entertainment and music. A timeless tribute. The estate flourishes as a living memorial to Elvis Presley thanks to Riley Keough's contemplations and the diligent work done to preserve Graceland. Graceland ensures that future generations may relate to the King's remarkable tale and the lasting influence of his music by striking a balance between preservation and public participation. The furnishings and design elements of Elvis Presley's Graceland house eloquently convey his distinct style, which blends personal expression with his public presence. Every area, from the opulent master bedroom to the vibrant jungle room, showcases his imaginative vision. Hundreds of thousands of admirers visit Graceland each year, making it one of the most well-known private residences in the United States. It provides fans with a close-up encounter with the King of Rock and Roll as a museum and homage to his life and career. In addition to being a significant cultural monument, Graceland has a worldwide impact, attracting tourists from all walks of life who want to pay tribute to Elvis Presley and see the house that was so important to his life. Influence on design and popular culture. From the plush silk furnishings to the striking tropical motifs, Graceland's unique style has influenced designers and artists all over the globe. With its exotic furnishings and green shag carpeting, the Jungle Room is a perfect illustration of Elvis Presley's penchant for distinctive and eye-catching design, which has had a long-lasting influence on popular culture. Elvis's contributions to music and culture are still relevant because of Graceland's continuous attempts to maintain his legacy. Through events and exhibits, the estate continues to honor his accomplishments and introduce future generations to his lasting influence. Riley Keough's role in shaping Graceland's future. Elvis Presley's granddaughter, Riley Keough, is essential to maintaining and advancing Graceland's legacy. Her enthusiastic participation demonstrates a strong emotional connection with her grandfather's memories and the estate's historical value. Preservation and advocacy. Riley actively maintains the estate, attends Graceland's family gatherings, and contributes to preservation choices. Her efforts and public appearance highlight the importance of preserving Graceland as a cultural asset. She uses public appearances, social media, and interviews to spread the word about its emotional and historical significance. Innovative visitor experiences. Riley is leading new initiatives to improve Graceland's educational and tourist experiences. Among these efforts is developing immersive exhibitions that meaningfully bring Elvis Presley's life and career to life via interactive technology and multimedia. Riley hopes to draw in new audiences and enhance visitors' comprehension of Elvis's legacy by making his tale more approachable and captivating. Educational outreach. Riley is expanding Graceland's educational offerings and enhancing its exhibitions. She's collaborating with academic institutions to develop programs that educate the next generation about the musical and cultural accomplishments of Elvis Presley. These initiatives guarantee that his impact will continue to motivate for many years. Preservation projects. Riley strongly supports preservation initiatives to protect the historical integrity of Graceland. This entails repairing significant portions of the home and gathering more items from Elvis's life for the archives. She maintains Graceland's historical accuracy and cultural relevance by balancing preservation and contemporary improvements. Riley also plans displays and special activities at Graceland to honor essential turning points in Elvis's life. These gatherings keep the estate lively and aligned with current interests while drawing in new guests. A living tribute to Elvis Presley. Graceland is a lively and alive homage to Elvis Presley's legacy because of Riley Keough's commitment. Her creative efforts and steadfast assistance bring the estate up to date while maintaining its historic character. Fans get a unique look into Elvis Presley's world, a synthesis of his fashion sense, public persona, and enduring cultural influence as Riley reveals untold tales and cultivates a closer bond with Graceland. The essential concepts and Riley Keough's contributions to Graceland's preservation and cultural relevance are highlighted in this version, which divides the book into manageable chunks. If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon